All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Nonverbal at the Function. Today, we have Timmy Maldonado, my dear friend and comedian, who also hosts an amazing podcast called Three Guys, One Booth.
Yeah.
Welcome, Timmy. Thank you for indulging my antics and saying yes to hanging out and just talking. I have literally no plan, by the way. I have like one question.
One question?
Yeah. I was just going to like ask you questions like naturally as the conversation went on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we started this, by the way, 5 minutes ago, and then I realized I wasn't recording video. And, yeah, so here we are.
Oh, but it captured the audio.
Yeah, it's still on.
Is this OBS? Oh, it's OBS.
Yeah, OBS.
Oh, that's
OBS.
pretty cool.
I thought it was called OBS.
Something like that.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good. Do you want me to tell you my day?
Yeah. Let me ask the questions here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how'd your day go?
It was good. So I woke up this morning.
Uh-huh.
I have a girlfriend. I didn't tell you that.
Oh, that's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
official?
It's very official. So
Oh.
we just got together this past weekend.
Nice.
Made it official. And so she's been sick. Well, she's recovering. So she finally decided to see me after like 4 days. And she's like, I'm finally recovered. I have my antibiotics that make sure that I'm not contagious. And that's cool because I'm asymptomatic. So you're not going to get sick, Jordan. It's okay.
That's good.
She has anyways, that's besides the point. That's very off. So I
Okay.
woke up this morning next to her, and then we got ready. Ended up coming here. So I was here earlier editing my podcast because there's going to be a new episode coming out in a couple days. Got that done. She left. Then I went, worked out. Then I grabbed some lunch, and now I'm here. Mainly, I just wanted to see you and see how you're doing and talk to you, and I'm excited to be here with you.
I'm excited to be here with you, too.
I mean it.
And I really do, too. I always enjoy talking to you when we're here.
Same.
Like, we always have very deep, meaningful conversations.
We do.
That sounds like a good day, though. Congrats on entering a relationship. That's interesting, fun,
I know.
new, exciting territory.
We've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
Falling in love.
Falling in love.
It's always the topic of conversation for both of us. Mainly me, but I ask you questions.
Uh-huh.
Which is kind of, I'm curious because I think with me, it's been years where I've been single, and this is the first time where I felt, okay, I can see myself being vulnerable and open, and I'm taking a chance of being hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't think she would try to hurt me, or she will. This is the first time where I feel like, at this age of my life, comfortable with whatever happens.
Yes. Would you say that's like a product of some inner work, maybe? Like 5 years ago, would you have said the same thing? Like, if something bad were to happen, would you feel more crushed 5 years ago than you do now? Like, what's the result of you coming to that, like, conclusion?
I think, yes, 5 years ago, no, I'd be crushed. I think who I was then was a completely different person. Like now, I'm so driven to do the things that I want to do in a healthy way. I've learned who I am a lot more than what I was 5 years ago. I'm diving into my passions, and I'm trying to make my, not make my own image, but I'm living the life that I should have been living for me in a healthy way. It's good to be selfish, and to feed your soul than to not be, which was who I was 5 years ago. My soul was being fed by my partner, the people around me, the satisfaction of making them happy. That gets you nowhere when you're not taking care of yourself, your soul, your being. You're never going to be fulfilled. Now I feel fulfilled. Even if I fail, I'm pursuing my passions, my dreams, and if I fail, I'm I don't know what's the word. What would the word be when you're content?
Content.
Uh-huh.
Because you have all of your plans are in place anyway. So if anything bad were to happen, per se, then you're like, okay, well, I'm still doing XYZ things anyway, so I'll just keep doing that, you know. And your satisfaction of life kind of derives from those things more, at least right now, because it sounds like you're just very you're entering a relationship, so maybe, you know, a year down the line the stakes are different in a relationship than they would be now. But either way,
yeah,
you're always going to have your aspirations.
Definitely. I think I've also built a stronger image of who I am and what I'm gonna create boundaries. Like the passions that I have are the passions I'm gonna be living for the rest of my life. And if this partner doesn't like that, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, these are the things that I want in my life forever, and you have to accept that in a healthy way, in a nice way.
Yes.
I've communicated that as well.
That's who you are.
When I was younger, I didn't have the balls to say that. I would just accept the person for not being happy with what I wanted to do and doing what they felt like
Yes.
they'd want to do.
Yes. We love a self-aware man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, when you said that your girlfriend was on antibiotics earlier, I thought it would be like an interesting movie idea where it's called Antibiotics, and it's like a
Antibiotics.
girl named Anna gets sick, and she takes antibiotics, and it's like a Osmosis Jones, but in her blood is just a bunch of like robots named, and they're like mini Annas, antibiotics.
Interesting.
Let's find funding. If anyone
Antibiotic-
out there is a bajillionaire, please
Invest.
Antibiotics invest. We'll co-produce, co-direct.
I will definitely have my girlfriend. Her name's Anna, actually.
Oh,
which is
really?
kinda- Yeah.
Whoa.
I thought you were. That's why I kind of
Oh
fucked with my
wait,
brain.
I think you did tell me that.
No,
Whoa.
her name's not Anna. By the
Oh.
way. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait.
No, her name is
Cotton 4K.
Should I even say your name? I
No,
won't
probably
say her
not.
name.
Who cares? They don't need to know. You know, that's what matters.
Her name
it's
is
for you.
Her name is Hector. Okay.
Her name's Hector. Hector. Okay, that's cool.
I did have to ask you though. Okay, so what did you do today?
What did I do?
Because you told me that you were feeling pretty good today.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I feel good. I'm just tired. I woke up. I drink so much water. That's my thing lately. Is when I wake up, I feel so dehydrated. So I've been drinking a lot of water at night, and then I'll drink just a boatload in the morning as well. Use the restroom a lot. Catch my breath, you know. And then I
Catch your breath.
catch my breath because I feel like you wake up and you're like, oh God, I was just like in the astral plane for 8 hours, hanging out with like dead people.
You're not wrong. Do
And-
you have sleep apnea?
No. Wait, what's that? How you can't go to sleep, right? Because you can't breathe or something?
Yeah.
Maybe I do. Maybe I should record myself. No, because I don't feel like exhausted when I wake up. I just feel dehydrated, like parched, like I need water,
That makes sense.
like that. But so I ran, and then after that I stretched, and then I ran a mile, 1.3 miles on the treadmill.
Damn.
And I tried to read, but I couldn't focus. So then I made a smoothie. I stretched some more, cleaned my room, then came here.
That's a pretty good day.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what do you stretch?
I'm mostly stretching my legs, and then I have this little massage ball for my feet. What's that look, Timmy?
I'm just.
I stretch every part of my body, okay?
Perfect.
Everything requires blood circulation. It's true. A healthy body will have blood flow at all of its extremities,
Okay, that's
including
all
I stretch my ears.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, that's a stretch, actually.
That's a stretch. No, I stretch my legs like I'll like massage my pressure points before and after a run, so I get my blood flow going, because I used to get like shin splints.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
And so, but it was just the result of not stretching at all.
Okay.
So then I started stretching, and I started massaging, and like I don't get those anymore. And then I was getting knee pain, and that was because I wasn't like working out my thigh muscles and my calf muscles. But it's worthless doing that unless you're stretching, because that needs blood also. So I stretch everything, especially in those regions, because I just love running.
Yes.
Running is a privilege.
Aren't you gonna do? You said that you thought about doing like a couple. I don't know if they were marathons, but runs.
I want to do a half marathon, really. I mean, I'm going to do a marathon eventually.
A full marathon.
A full marathon. I would love to do the LA marathon next year, because my niece just ran it this year. I was like, bruh, you're dead ass half my age and you're running a whole ass marathon. That's insane to me.
That is pretty crazy.
And so she's like, yeah, next year you should join me. And I was like, bet. So that's kind of my goal this year, is just get into marathon.
Oh
shit.
shoot! Look, it's Miguel.
Hey, Miguel's gonna make a
Miguelito.
cameo in the podcast. Okay. Heck yeah. Oh, he's leaving in like an hour. He usually leaves like 3:30 for work.
Oh yeah.
Miguel. We'll just move the camera like this. Oh look, that'll work, huh? That's cool. So yeah, I love running. I feel like it helps my mental a lot.
Mhm.
And ironically enough, it like helps my like breathing and like my talking.
Really?
Because a lot of the times when I talk to someone, I'll feel out of breath, but it's just because I hadn't opened up my lungs yet.
That makes sense.
I have
Yeah.
asthma. Do you have asthma or any kind of ailments?
No.
Diabetes?
I do have retardation, a little bit.
Oh man.
Did you see if anybody heard that?
I thought Miguel was coming back.
Oh.
Yeah. That's good though.
Every time, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's just like, hey,
That'd be crazy.
you're not restarted.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
No, I mean, a lot of my family, I don't know if it's from both sides, but a lot of them deal with autism. So I do have family members with autism on the spectrum. Nothing too crazy. What's up, Miguel?
Miguel,
Do you want to join
we're
in?
recording a podcast right now. You want to hop in?
No, I just want to listen.
Okay. Well, say hi real quick. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Miguel, also known as the original Big Migs.
Substack.
On Substack right now, live, the original Big Migs for all your Big Migs needs. And I taught Timmy everything he knew, except that one thing that I'm not proud of.
I thought he said the N-word a couple times. But
No, he did not say. No, he did not
He said
say the
big.
N-word. Big Migs, like Miguel.
Oh.
Migs, the Big Migs. All right.
Part of your brain, bro.
All right. So we're just talking about running and then retardation, autism.
Autism? Yes.
Autism. But that's the
It's
thing is
crazy.
like I'm pretty sure you're on the spectrum too. I'm definitely autistic.
Definitely
And
both of us.
that's the thing. Like I've noticed that anytime like to the layman, if you say I have autism, they'll just do the trope of like all of our parents of like or like the anti-autism trope. Like, are you sure? You know, like doubts. But it's just because they haven't done. They're projecting like the work that they haven't done onto you, like the research they haven't done onto you.
Uh-huh.
It's like I haven't done research. Like I'm sure you haven't done research either. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But it's such a wide spectrum. Like just like the rainbow is a spectrum. You know, it's like there's red, there's green. You know,
I would
there's
say
people
with-
who can't function at all. Like that's red. There's people like
Oh,
us who
yeah.
are like really hot and like are smart.
I could tell that you were on the spectrum. I remember somebody clinking a couple like chairs together, and you would twitch every time.
Oh yeah, I
I-
hate that.
I knew it.
Here, it's like, bro, that's like my biggest pet peeve here specifically when people drag their chairs, like when they're leaving or something. Like, bro, pick the shit up. It's so fucking loud.
Oh yeah.
Dragging
And-
the chair across the floor.
Oh yeah. And then
You know?
eye contact.
Eye contact.
It's very tough for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks away immediately. No. There's this thing.
I'm just kidding.
I met this girl last year. And she like blew my mind because like we would have amazing conversations and she wouldn't look at me like at all, but she was so locked into the conversation. But it was like she was like this, like that, like active listening. But and then like when she would talk, she would look at me for a second and then look away. But like that just goes to show how that was one of the best conversations I ever had, and there was almost no eye contact involved at all.
crazy.
That's how beautiful autism is.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's like, okay, she's like Stevie Wonder and you're the piano. She never looks at something that she really likes. That's
Wow.
crazy.
That's good. You're dropping bars, huh?
Ray Charles? Is it Ray Charles?
I think they're both blind.
Why are both some of the best pianists black and blind?
You gotta say black. There's a lot of good black musicians out there.
But blind.
You're getting canceled.
Or why are so many blind white pianists average?
Sized? Just kidding.
That's why we got the comedian on the podcast, everyone. Like one person, Cambria listens to this podcast.
Does she
pretty
really?
much it. Yeah. That's pretty much the only person. I'm hoping, that's why I'm recording this video to see if anyone else tunes in. Hello, potential. I see this getting like 70 views.
That's pretty good. That's actually really good.
Is it?
To me, it is, yeah.
Oh.
70 views is actually. Well, what are you saying about my podcast?
No. You just got 22K.
It's at 22. That's pretty good. Well, like the clips are doing pretty good.
No, but that's the
Um,
thing is it funnels traffic slowly. That you know that like that's why you stay consistent with it, you know.
I agree. So, like to me, the way that I see it, when we're putting out short form content, it's more of like a teaser trailer to what the long form can be. Even though it's a snippet of the long form, it's a trailer. So hopefully, whenever I put out clips and they do generate good views, a fraction of them will teeter over and watch a portion of the podcast.
Yes. Okay.
The goal is to make sure that it's, I mean, everybody goes and watches it or gives a little tune in, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with where we're at, and I can't wait to see where we go next year.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
What started the idea of I want to start a podcast for you? Because it started as another podcast, right, with your other homie, correct?
Yep.
And then he moved or something.
Yes. So, story is, I originally started a podcast called Tag Tim Pod. It was me and my other friend, Tim Red. And
Another Tim.
he was also a stand-up comic, yeah. He was a black Tim.
Okay.
He was the only black Tim in the community.
Was he
So,
blind? Is he a better comic than you?
he was a better comic than me for sure. He was not blind. Maybe he was blind to what he could do. So maybe there's something there.
Dropping bars.
I
Believe in yourself, Black Tim.
I should believe in myself. So when I started doing the podcast with him, we did it based on the idea of wanting to have some other kind of art form out there for our comedy. And we did like 15 or 16 episodes. They weren't really that well produced. I didn't really know how to I just didn't know how to organize it. Now on the second run, slowly I was able to build a better format for the podcast of what I envisioned, and we are still doing some of the things I did in my first podcast, but it's a lot more I would say organized.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one was just doing a challenge of different games that we would play, and whoever lost the challenge or won the challenge, lost the game would have to do a specific challenge.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we still do that today in the pod, though.
You do a lot of different stuff on the pod. Like when I was on your podcast, you flashed me with like anime porn.
Oh yeah.
I was not expecting at all.
Oh, you mean like Goku with his dick out? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. You're telling me.
I have another, but it's not. It's just an emoji with a dick out. Did you see that one? Have I showed you that one?
Probably. You've shown me some interesting things.
These are what the kids are watching. They show me.
Okay.
They send this in. They submit it, and they have me show people on the pod.
Oh gosh.
So this isn't mine findings.
Where are the kids watching these days?
I don't really want to know.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
true. We were fine where ignorance is bliss, right?
Exactly.
Socrates said that.
Socrates was also kind of a diddler too. So I don't know if I should.
Socrates was blind.
That's crazy.
Socrates.
Socrates.
Oh.
So you're at episode 50, right? You just passed 50 on your podcast?
Yes.
That's
finished 51. Yeah.
That's crazy. What do you feel like are your like biggest struggles with staying consistent? Okay, 3 questions. What's the biggest struggle of staying consistent? And did you struggle more in the beginning? And that's it. 2 questions.
So starting in the beginning was very, very tough. Building a routine, having the vision, and developing the routine around the vision of the podcast. That was hard. That's the hardest part. When you start to figure out what exactly you want to do every podcast, and you have it dialed in, you're good to go. Like, so for me, the way that I routine my podcast, and it was so hard, I didn't know the direction. Like, did I want it to be an interview? Did I want it to be a reaction to videos? I wanted it to be all those. And then, do I want any guests? We didn't have guests at first. So when we started to dial in, well, let's have a guest on. Let's get to know them. We'll have pictures that they could react to, and we can have Gen Z videos that they can react to as well. And then we have questions from other comics as well. It just, once I figured all that out and how to prep a podcast, and then how to properly edit a podcast, and how to properly make short form clips of it. Once I figured all that out after like maybe 25, 30 episodes, now everything's a lot easier, but it still takes a lot of time. Remaining consistent is easy for me. I enjoy what I'm doing. The only hard wrench is I don't have enough time to film more podcasts. I also don't have enough time in my schedule to have a set day. And for the most part, I leave my schedule available overall. But it's my other 2 co-hosts that make it a little bit more difficult because they have other things going on in their lives.
Yeah.
But
freaking what's their name?
Julian and
Julian
Homer.
and Homer, motherfuckers.
I love them so much.
How dare you have lives, Julian and Homer?
I know.
They're cool.
I love them so much, but I'm always like, dude, all you have to do is just put 2 hours on a Sunday aside for the podcast. You don't edit, you don't produce, you don't come up with any of the questions. You just show up for 2 hours, guys.
Yeah.
And you're hanging out with the boys. And I don't think you're going to have any more fun in your life when it's us three together and we put something together. It's always the most fun any of us could have.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what bothers me.
It is pretty fun to do that.
Miguel's
autisming with us
He's
in
stimming.
the corner. He's stimming. Okay. So you're also a stand-up comic, so do you get stage fright? What's the difference in stage fright from when you started doing comedy versus now?
So when I first started, I still have trouble believing in my jokes from time to time. When I first started, I had no belief in anything. So if I had a joke fail at the very top, I would stoop and I would sink, and then I would let that thing eat me up. I wouldn't even be able to speak after I would deliver a punchline for the first joke. And if it bombed, then the rest of my set, I was just going to shut down and just run off stage and not keep going. I would stop within like maybe 20, 30 seconds.
No way.
And then, I'd be like, oh, that joke bombed. All right, I'm gonna figure out how to cut this short and leave.
No way. So the confidence thing? Like,
Oh,
I'm scared, like, I'm going to just leave.
Yeah, because a lot of, whether you're playing music or you're doing something in front of an audience, if they don't react the way that you want them to react, it's like you're sharing a piece of your soul or a piece of your art form, and if people don't like it, they're like, man, this shit sucks. I'm very defeated. I didn't have the resilience back then to just, I'm going to do this for the next night. If this joke fails, I have the opportunity within the next seconds or even the next set to recover and build a new joke that will get people to laugh. Mm-hmm. I only saw it like, that's my one joke. I couldn't get over that hump of like, if that joke failed.
What's next after that?
Exactly.
Even though you had another joke prepared, right? After that joke? You're like, after this joke, I'm going to do this, and then after that one. But you were just like, no, I need to nip it in the bud and just leave because, is it embarrassment?
Yeah, embarrassment.
So just through the process of exposure therapy, you were able to persevere. I'm a super big spokesperson on exposure therapy. Like, that's helped everything for me. Like, doing the thing you're most afraid of, and then it is bad, and during it, you're just terrified. But then getting to the other side, you feel like a different person, and you're, like, exhilarated. You know, or like...
Three little pigs. Big bad wolf.
The big bad wolf. Three little pigs. Open the door. There's no wolf there. Go outside. It's not there. That's what Miguel just said. But he doesn't have a microphone, so I was saying it immediately after he was saying it. But yeah, three little pigs. Exposure therapy.
Yeah.
So now you feel if you bomb, what happens after that?
I'm still a little bummed out, but I don't shut down. That used to tear my entire night and the next couple days.
Like depression?
A little bit.
I feel you.
But it's oh man, it'd be painful. Like whenever I wrestled, I wasn't used to losing because I was pretty good at it. Yeah. So when I did lose, it would kind of tear me up, and that's also the mentality from wrestling that I carried over into comedy. Like when you wrestle, you have a tournament, and then you have to wait a whole week to go compete again.
Oh yeah, so you're just edging this whole week. Like can't wait to touch another guy.
Or I want to make this right, and man, I fucked up. I have a whole week to sit on this. Like, where did I make my mistakes?
Oh, study. Go back to the drawing board, genuinely.
Yeah, you go back to, but you're only thinking about the negative.
Oh, I see. That's not good.
In wrestling, it's easy to think about the negative because it's so easy to make it right. In comedy, it's subjective, so you don't really know. So you're almost like shooting darts at an empty board. But when you start to figure out what your dartboard is, then you can start to, like, now that I'm better, I'm more aware of myself, what I want to talk about, and whether a joke might be kind of funny. Mm-hmm. I have the awareness now. Okay. But back then, there was no awareness. It was like shooting in the dark. It was like being Ray Charles and no piano board. I'm like, where's the piano?
Where's my piano? That's my Ray Charles. Honey, where's my piano? I can't see.
Are you doing black voice?
No, just Ray Charles. Okay. He just happens to be black.
I don't think he knows that he's black, though.
Now he knows what he said. Wait, so I have another question. Okay. Oh, so you're riding off the high of...
think
No, Ray
so.
Charles is super dead. So you're riding off the high of like, you have a great show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the day after, do you ever have like a dopamine crash because you had such a great, you killed it the night before, and you wake up the next day and you feel like, why do I feel sad? I killed it last night and I have to go to work today. Like, do you ever get dopamine crash like that? Like the highs and lows of life? Or do you feel pretty stable when it goes up and down like that?
I feel like I'm relatively stable, but sometimes when I do have a pretty good set, I don't allow myself to feel it. I don't want to. I think I don't want to. I have to think about the next set. And I have to think about the next joke that needs to get better.
That's good. That's kind of like what we were saying before we started recording, which is not to be... I think... I've been saying don't live in the gray, or don't live in the black or the white, like live in the gray. This has also been an ongoing topic for me in conversations I've been having, where don't beat yourself up too much, but also don't be too satisfied with something good that's happened. Live in the middle, where it's like, my goal isn't to like be celebrated in the comedy sphere. I just want to kind of be good at my craft. That's what I want. Like, I really just want to get better at my craft, and if I get to eat off of that too, that's a big plus.
Yeah.
But I really, like you were saying, like these things, these paths I have in place, one of them is my own satisfaction and my own confidence comes from the fact that I can't play the piano well. I'm learning like this piece right now. I'm learning this piece, and I don't feel I'm not mad at myself because I haven't finished it, but I'm also not very like, yeah, job's done, kind of mentality. So that's good.
It's it probably is essentially that. Me, I don't want to settle. I think creatively, I want to keep getting better. I don't feel like I'm good enough. That's the other part of my brain. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I had a good set tonight, but what if in the next hour when I go to CK, I bomb, which sometimes, most of the time happens. So I have to, cool. Job done this time. I have to get ready for the next set. It's an ongoing, like, I did good. Now on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. So it's kind of like a sad life if you think about it, because it's very short term. You are never fulfilled.
Oh shit!
Right?
My worldview is crumbling.
A little bit, but it's also beautiful because you are getting to the point of being the best that you can be, and that's the goal. That's all you can strive to do. And eventually, when you're old enough where you can't do this anymore, then you can look back and be like, all right. But it is sad in the moment. You don't give yourself the satisfaction of being happy, or at least I don't. Some people do. I don't.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is sometimes I catch myself where I do give myself the satisfaction of being happy, and that's when I don't finish. That's when I don't finish a song, is I'll listen to the demo of a song and be like, oh, this is so good. Like, I'm going to finish it someday, but this is really good. Like, I'm just going to keep listening to it. But I'll never finish it. That's my issue right now, and I was writing my journal yesterday of this transition internally needs to happen within me where I get to the other side of finishing things. This is a little tangent, but...
No, you're right, because I kind of do that with jokes too, where I have a joke that has a good pop, but I don't know where else to go with it.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing with that song. It's really good, and you know it's not done. You really like it, but you don't know where else to go with it. So sometimes it's okay to leave it on the shelf, let it ruminate, so then when you do have a good idea that you could attach to it, maybe it takes 5 years, 7 years, you go back to it and finish it.
That was kind of my note for you that one time. I was like, I feel like that was kind of my note for you that one time. I was like, that's the whole joke. Like, you got to tell the story just around that joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that joke had such a good laugh. That joke is so polished. Like, just build that 5-minute set around that. The other jokes will come. And, like, that's the one.
Like, build the house around that,
100%.
Yeah, that's what I was meditating on yesterday, is like, I'm so comfortable here, but I need to get comfortable in the uncomfortable with exposure therapy, like literally. But for you, it's different because you're doing it in front of people. For me, like, what's my excuse? I'm just doing it in my bedroom, adding to a song. But either way, living in that discomfort of adding to something you were so confident in before, and kind of just surrendering control and saying, I'm going to build on this even if it makes me look or feel silly.
Mm-hmm.
That's embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's exposure
It
therapy.
is. I think the thing that you do, which is scary to me, is you make music, and once it's done, and once you put it out there, it's done. With comedy, I can say a joke 20 different ways, and it honestly can almost never be done until I film a special.
Yeah, but even then, after you film the special, you could still, like, for me, I could change a song after it's done in the live aspect, and so can you.
Oh, yeah.
But I see what you're saying. Like, once it's done, it's done. And in a weird way, my own music kind of
Who cares about that? You should be working on something new anyway. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, at least at this age, like, we should be working on something new.
I know.
That's true.
You're right.
Let that thing sail. Who cares? That's for everyone else.
Yes, exactly. And that's where what I'm learning now and in my tender age. It's
Miguel
like
is wise.
letting go. Like, I just put out music last year that I've been hoarding for years, like 5+ years. And that same music used to comfort me in, like, times of stress. I would put on my own music and it would comfort me. But now that I put it out there, it doesn't comfort me anymore. Almost because of, like, maybe the subconscious thing. It doesn't belong to me anymore. It's for everyone else. Kind of like what you're saying, Miguel.
That makes
right?
sense.
It's not for you. Once you put it out there, it's for everyone else. And that should kind of be, an ethos, underlying ethos the whole time, no?
I mean, it's easier said than done, too. Because, and I think that's going back to an earlier topic you said, you have to learn how to remember and celebrate better. Like, also celebrate what you just done, so you don't get, like, frozen, or you don't get stuck in, who was the Citizen Kane guy, Orson Welles, like, right? Uh-huh. Never did anything as good as, or the idea was he never did anything as good as Citizen Kane after that, right? Like, he was frozen by his own brilliance.
Oh, yeah. So what do you do after Citizen Kane? Do you ever feel like he topped it?
I mean, I think he did. I don't know, but he didn't seem comfortable, right? He got real out of shape, looked real terrible.
Oh, I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think remembering and celebrating it from a different vantage point is important. Like, I hope we're all in a millionaire's house having the same conversation, remembering this day and celebrating this day, but not wanting to come back to it. This wasn't our most brilliant point. I mean, let's just face it. Look where we're at, right?
You're the millionaire in this scenario, and we're at your house because you have a huge living room that you turn into a creative office for all the homies. No, that's good because
cool.
I kind of feel that way about my first album that I released over a decade ago. Like, I listened back to it, and I think my voice is cringy, and it does sound cringy because I'm just, like, edgy 17-year-old Jordan, like, emo, the world revolves around me. But the music itself was so much more, it felt so much more alive, and my songs now I record, and it just doesn't feel as alive. And I meditated on that, and the reason is just because I had innocence then that I don't have now, and I'm uncomfortable with being loud, or, like Stella Adler would say, like, having size. Like, I feel like my size, I've shrunken, my confidence has shrunk since I was a kid. But
I think because you're more aware of who you are, maybe, and your capabilities, that could be part of it.
yeah, just life, like
That too.
feeling guilty for things, feeling shame, working through things. I literally don't feel like the same person anymore. It's weird. I think back. What's your first memory?
My
It's a
first
really
memory,
random question, but
it's actually when I cracked my head open. Not
No
cracked
way.
it, but I cut my head open. I remember falling on the edge of my sister's bed and hitting the side of her drawer, which was on the floor. It's a bed that my dad made, so it was very sharp edges and whatever. I hit my head, falling maybe 2.5 feet, and
oh my
I
god,
just started bleeding everywhere. I was maybe 1.5 years, 2 years old. I remember that. I remember the reason why I remember it was because I remember grabbing my head and knowing something was wrong, and then I remember walking out out of my sister's room, and my sister had heard me fall off the bed because it was a loud thump. And so I remember seeing her feeling hot all over the top of my head.
Remember the sensations.
And then seeing blood on my hand.
Oh.
And then seeing it was a lot of blood. And then seeing my sister, she was like 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
Uh-huh.
And she was screaming. And that was scary to me, seeing, because I'd never really seen fear in somebody.
Whoa, your first memory is like seeing like blood and your sister just like screaming at the top of fear. Yeah.
And maybe that's why I remember, because it was such a traumatic experience for me at that age, that made me not know if I could live. And maybe I couldn't really understand. Maybe now I'm understanding what life is at that moment. Maybe that's what it is.
That's
that, like,
crazy.
I'm alive.
Do you remember other memories from around that age as well? When do you start having memories again after that?
I don't. I started
last week. Did a lot of drugs between then and now.
Coachella last week. 1 second.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I have a decent memory of my childhood. I remember not stealing money, but whenever I would hear the ice cream man start going around the neighborhood, I would go to this big jar, and I was maybe like 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'd go into there and like put my little hand in there, because like it was this big water jug, the 5-gallon ones that my hand was able to fit in there and grab coins. So I know that I was very young, because at that age, to have my little hand be able to fit in that little hole, you got to be really young.
Yeah.
So I was maybe like 4 years old, and I would like grab like $4. I'd go buy myself ice cream, and I'd be like, anybody else want ice cream?
Yeah.
My parents are throwing change in there to save up money for some kind of vacation, but I'm wasting their money on ice cream.
Funny. Well, I mean, it's like, what, $5 tent? 1 second. Ambulance.
That thing was packed like pretty high. I think they ended up having like a little over $100 in there. A lot of quarters. It was maybe $200.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Did they know?
Yeah.
Did you just go out by yourself?
Yeah.
To get the ice cream?
I would go out by myself. And that's my parents like, how does this kid always have money? And how is he always? I know we gave him allowance, but he shouldn't have enough money to go out every single day.
Yeah, you're coming back with the PlayStation. It's like, I didn't even know ice cream men sold video games.
So, yeah, I mean, that's how they followed me one day. They're like, where are you getting this money? I was like, I got a lot of money. Look, and I would just start grabbing money from the jar.
That's so funny. Dang, that's crazy though. Your first memory is that. Well, I asked that because, like, the whole, like, I said I didn't feel like the same person. I feel like a different person then and now versus now. When you think of those memories, does it still feel vivid, like it's you at your core, like it's Timmy? Or does it feel, you feel, like, distant from it?
Well, the one where I cracked my head open, that one's very vivid to me, and that's very much me. I don't like seeing my family scared or in pain or crying. And I think that was something that, I mean, I still carry to this day. I don't like to see my family sad or in pain. I don't think anybody does, but for me, I love my family a lot, so I'd rather be the one in pain.
Aw.
So.
All right. I was going to beat up your family after this. Let's do you instead.
You know, that might help. I'm trying to get the trust fund. I'm just kidding. There's no trust fund.
There's no trust fund. And you better trust that.
Oh, no, I wish. I'm trying to think. Your question was if I'm still connected to those memories.
Yeah, if you feel like... Because for me, I'll think of certain memories from my childhood. Maybe it's literally just trauma, but at the same time, I don't think it's trauma because I think of, like, very happy memories I have. And it almost feels when I replay the memory in my head like there's this dissociation or detachment where I'm almost watching it in a movie theater and it doesn't feel like me. Like this right now feels like me. I'm articulating my thoughts in real time.
Yeah.
You know, I have sensations. I have to use the restroom. I could probably eat a sandwich or two right now. But when I think of like memories before... like 12 or 11, it literally doesn't feel like me anymore. I remember them very vividly, but it almost feels like there's this detachment.
Interesting.
I gotta talk to a what's the word? Is it
psychotherapist?
Psychotherapist.
Psychologist?
What's the word? Behavioral. What if it's like
therapist.
DABBT? Dialectical behavioral therapist.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. I should ask my mom.
Yeah, it's like when you're down bad. That's what the DBT.
Oh, dang.
Down bad therapy.
Is that really?
Yeah, DBT, down bad therapy. No, it's
DBT.
dialectical behavioral therapy. It's just another way of like tackling your issues.
Oh,
AKA
shoot.
you're down so bad
You're down so bad.
that you need to.
I was down so bad. I'll tell you about a therapy, a different kind of therapy that I did actually. But going back to like the memories thing, when I think about what you just said, a lot of my memories in high school, I don't feel connected to those. I think it all has to do with, I don't feel like that was genuinely me because I was trying to pursue a life of like Christ and being closer to God.
Okay.
And I was trying to do what was right, but that was like naturally, I feel like I'm a decent person. I try to take care of the people around me. I don't try to cheat anybody. I try to do everything with integrity to the best of my abilities. And I felt like I was, when I was in the Christian lifestyle, trying to do that on like steroids, but it wasn't genuinely me. It's hard for me to connect with high school. Like, it just doesn't feel real. But before that, like, I have vivid memories when I was like in elementary school that were me, or in junior high that were me.
Interesting.
Like, I would say dumb jokes, and I was like, that's me.
Timmy.
And then when I'm in church, I'm like, just trying to, I don't even know.
Fit in, maybe?
Yeah, I think so, probably. At least I chose the right or a better thing instead of like being in a gang. I just want to be a Christian.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Because I resonate with the masking aspect of that, like trying to fit in. Like literally, it's literally just survival when you're a kid, because you have no guidance in the playground. You know, there's just like your shitty teachers who are all fucking assholes and like projecting these power trips onto you. And like these proctors that are also assholes, and principals who like are probably fucking one of the teachers and like cheating on their wives. So they're like projecting their anger onto you as well. I mean, that's just the reality. But anyway, you have no guidance on the playground, right? So it's like, I'm going to fit in with like who is available to me, you know? Like who do I want to sit next to? I'm going to mask so I could be like them. But then you're not yourself. And you know, your mom's fucking trying to put food on the table, so it's like, you know, this is just like circumstances.
I think a lot of it is that, and also not trying to be a burden on my parents. But to be your own self, you have to be okay with disappointing people. You just have to do what makes you happy and being okay with who you are. Because I wanted to make my parents happy all the time, and that's fucking fake.
Yeah. That's something you discover like in your late 20s or early 30s though, like right now.
Yeah.
It's like me. But when you're right, when you're a kid, you are pure people pleaser, you know, energy. But now you're like, bro, I didn't even ask to be here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to live my life, you know, detached from other people's like projections of what they want me to be or how they see me. Gosh.
Doing the podcast. Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay. My dad hates me too.
My dad loves me.
That's good.
No, I don't know. Have your parents ever said they loved you?
Oh yeah. My dad's just a
Really?
raging narcissist.
And he says that he loves you?
Yeah, well, he flip flops. That's the narcissist thing. It's like you must hate me. You hope that I die every day, and then the next day it's like, I love you. Like my life wouldn't be the same without you. Please like acknowledge me. And then the day after it's like, you hate my gut. You hate my guts. Like, you don't care if I'm killed. Like the most harsh thing one day, and then the most like beautiful thing the next day.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, ooh.
Interesting.
It's like, bro, I didn't even ask to be here, bro. Like, chill. You did not provide me with any kind of savings account. You don't have the right to talk to me like that.
That's fair.
You know?
Do you still live with him?
Huh?
Do you still live with him?
Live with him? No, I live with my mom and my stepdad.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's better.
Yeah, it's much better. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, like, maybe it's just a Hispanic dad thing that they don't really say that they love their kids. And, I mean, you know they do because they're providing for them, or at least in my case.
Yeah. I think it's also society, too. A lot of white men are like that, too.
Your dad's white?
Black man. No.
Oh, I was like...
My dad's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, it's a machismo thing. My mom's Chilean and Ecuadorian.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
You told me that before.
Yeah. But it's just like, what's it called? Like nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
If you have a present man in your life and that man is nurturing, then you will like you are a soft, like gentle man in my eyes. That's why I feel like we can hold a conversation. It's when I talk to other men who are just like, you can just see in their eye contact and their faces, they have all of these like demons that they still hold, and they have ulterior motives, and they're like manipulative, and you can just see it in their eyes. Yeah, like that, exactly like that. But I think that's the result of either doing the inner work of like becoming your father, or having good guidance from your mother, or just having a present, like emotionally available father. You know. But I think like men who are shitty dads just didn't have guidance, and that's like the default settings for men is like shit, is like pure fucking violence, because that's what we are. It's like we're violent animals, men. So you have to tame that to become gentle.
A lot of the times though too with young men, they need, sorry, I had like a fly fall on my face. I was
gonna gently go like that. And I was gonna use it as an excuse to caress your face.
That would have been, imagine you just do it anyways without the fly being there.
No, there's a fly there now.
Oh, is there still?
Yeah. No. Yes. No, there's a fly.
No way. Really?
There was. That's why I touched you.
Okay. I was. Damn.
It's over here too.
Nah,
Oh shoot.
You have a fly on your. You have a fly on your dick. Hold on.
I know there is literally. Let me zip it back up. But
Why was it out?
you gotta always be ready, Miguel.
Always be ready.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Oh,
Talking about shitty men.
Yes. Okay. So my mom is a therapist, and she is a social worker, and she does a lot of talking, and my brother as well. So like I have a family of social workers: my brother, my sister, and my mom. So growing up, I would hear about the DSM-5. I'd hear about all these psychological terms. What would be healthy for a kid growing up? And for men especially, it is healthy for a man to have a male figure or a father figure, because they will, depending on how the man treats his wife or his partner, helps determine how their child would treat men and women in the world. So mothers can do a lot, and they're one form of like nurturing and developing a child's like image to the world and how they treat people. But seeing another strong man and male figure as well also treat women with respect and dignity, and also helps a young boy or young man to do the same. If they don't have that father figure, then they try to be that man that they think they need to be. If that makes sense. The absence of a father or absence of a positive male figure makes them make that image themselves. And so they can be a piece of shit.
Default settings. Literally.
Exactly.
Dang, bro. So your dad was like emotionally available growing up? God, that guy's super fucking insecure. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, dude. Literally made a fucking alarm go off. You hear that? You could still hear the insecurity from here.
That's crazy.
God, that guy needs to choke on the fucking, I don't know, anything.
My dad was not very, he was never emotionally, he still is not emotionally available. He said he's loved me once in my life, and does that bother me? Doesn't really bother me, to be honest. I care less, but I could see the things that he's done, and he's tried his best, and that's what matters. That he was always there for my family, always setting a good example of work ethic, providing for the family, and even the way that he treats my mom to this day, from what I could see, is honorable. So that is something positive I took. The thing that I want to change for my future kids is doing the same, being a good role model, example for my kids, but also showing that tenderness, that strong tenderness that you could also have. Even if you're a man, you can have emotions and feelings. Doesn't mean you should be breaking down and crying all the time, but you can still be open with your kids and showing that you do have feelings, that you are a human being.
Yes, and it's okay to cry in real time. Not, you know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I'm learning about being a man now, is like crying in real time when the emotion arises, rather than like I feel the emotion arise, I'm going to suppress. It's like, no, let the wave crash. Don't build the wall. But yeah, exactly. Like, that's good because we have to break these fucking generational
That's amazing.
curses,
that you
bro.
work on that intentionally.
You got to, bro.
That's really cool.
You have to.
There's also building, helping your kids build awareness on how to navigate their emotions. My dad didn't do that for me. So how is a man supposed to act when he's going through these situations, whether it's dealing with a confrontation with another man or a woman or whatever at work? How should I feel if I'm sad? Do I bottle in? Like, my father never taught me that. My mom did. And that was really helpful, but it's still, I didn't see my dad ever deal with emotions or how he dealt with it. I thought it was just sucking it up and just being quiet. But really, the positive thing is when you teach your kids awareness of how to deal with their emotions, whether the situation be with a confrontation or maybe they go through a sad situation that, like with their pet or something, you could help teach them, like, it's okay to have emotions and it's okay to figure out how to, like, I guess, appropriately express your emotions. Because when you're mad, you're not, like, let's say they put cream in my cold brew. I'm not just going to go yell at the barista and be a dick.
Like a lot of men would.
A lot of women, too. Mainly
Yeah.
it's women, let's be honest.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, like, it's mostly men. What do you mean? But I see it as a joke. Autism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah,
But that's the thing, like,
you weren't provided the blueprint of like how to maneuver during high emotional intensity from your dad. It sounds like it was more so your mother was like the gentle, more emotionally available one, which is maybe why we get along so well, because it's literally the same for me. My mom is the gentle one, you know, who kind of guides me still, you know.
that's good. And you have a brother.
You have two brothers and a sister.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Wait. So you're
That's a
number...
I'm number 3 of 4.
Oh,
Yes.
dang. So you're like me.
You're 3 of
Number
4? Dang.
So you have to just, like, let them choose what to do. You're the peacemaker.
I
in the
do.
family.
I mean, you know, not for my family. I just feel like it's in my DNA to be a peacemaker. But yeah,
This is all adding up. Because
Yeah.
I'm number 3 as well.
yeah,
And my older siblings are very, very vocal about what they want, and it better happen. And me, I just grew up because I was the youngest for a long time. All right, well, whatever they want, whatever. I had to be okay with being flexible with plans. I feel like you're probably the same way. I'm thinking that you're probably the closest to everybody in your family, but you stay away because it's so much, like, energy. Does that make sense?
All right, that's the end of. No, I'm just kidding. It's the end of the podcast. I feel seen. No, that's why. Yes, I kind of have to stay at a distance from a lot of people because I wear emotions. I absorb them, and I'm also not ignorant to the fact that because of that, I'm able to provide an insight that's more neutral than most people would expect from a friend or a family member. So sometimes people do come to me with heavy issues, but at the same time, I'm dealing with such heavy issues on my own that cup is already full. So more water into cup, overflowing, Jordan.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I do to unload my cup a little bit? We'll cry, go for a run, talk to Timmy and Miguel, make music. So it's kind of like realizing that it's okay to be available as well, but I have to protect my own energy. Do you feel like that as well with your siblings? Like you have to, or like your family, you have to protect your energy because you're the peacemaker? Do you ever feel like your cup is full?
Yeah, I feel like growing up, I was very much looked over, and not like a bad, like they ignored me, but I felt like because I didn't want to be a burden, I always kept my mouth shut. So I don't think my family really knew if I was ever going through anything. They're like, this kid's always quiet. Maybe there's something going on, but
But they didn't ask.
I think there was so much shit going on when I was younger that it was hard to really pay attention and see that. If it was somebody not saying anything, if there was silence, good, because that means nothing bad's happening.
Wow. Woo! Dang, you preaching right now. That's so true. Like that is like also like an autistic experience thing. Like the quiet one is like, oh, everything's good because you're not talking. It's like, no, the internal struggle is still happening.
I'm trying
yeah.
to figure out a way to how to be expressive and create this in a safe place. So therefore, later I will become a stand-up comedian, a musician, an artist, a poet,
Yep.
Yeah.
or a druggie,
Or a druggie, God forbid.
or a Kardashian.
Or a Kardashian. Amen. Skims, use code Jordan your shopping cart at Skims for 0% off. You'll actually get it in error saying it doesn't exist. But continue, sorry.
I forget. So being the quiet one.
Everything's okay.
Yeah, and also not trying to be noticed, not trying to be a burden, being flexible, and, people pleasing at the max is
Mhm.
just the third born child, which is kind of what I was. I would have boundaries with my life, but even more so now. Like, I love my family, but I know if I want to continue to love them as much as I do, I need at least some healthy space. And at first they would hate that, or they did hate it, but now I have my own place, and when I do see them, there's never a fight, there's never an argument. It's always joy from all of us. And then they also, when you see them less frequently, they also forget about their issues in a way. So it's kind of like a 2-on-1. They don't want to burden you either. They're like, oh, like, I don't get to see you. Like, let's talk about the good things.
Oh, dang. Well, it's like, yes. I've realized that a lot. That's so true. Whoa. Whoa. Because you've had time to kind of establish space and boundaries with your family then.
Yeah.
That's new for me. Like, I'm establishing boundaries and I'm building space, and I'm realizing when I talk to these people again, or just anyone really, because I'm not like targeting anyone specifically. It's more so just to protect me. So,
Yep.
so I made myself a lot less available now than I used to be years ago. And because of that, I noticed when I do interact with almost anyone, it's as if, because I'm so fucking aware of absolutely everything, facial expressions. I can almost like replay like scenarios in my head from start to finish. So now it's like I notice there's such a stark difference of like, oh, you actually are paying attention to me now. You didn't give a fuck before, but it's like now that, like, you know, my time is a little bit more limited. It's like how it's Jordan today. It's like, oh, I'm good. Thanks for fucking asking. You know.
Actually,
It's like, oh, you actually
kinda.
asked me one question. That's cool. But those are the kind of people you shouldn't be fucking with anyway. I'm just being salty.
No,
But
that's fair.
kind of like that. Esque.
Yeah, exactly. I think like they also appreciate your. They start to with distance. They start to appreciate what you bring into their lives. Like with my family, I think me being flexible and being away, they're like, oh, we forgot about the flexible child. Usually I deal with the other two that are very boisterous, and we have to do what they want to do. Remember when we had Timmy, who would never say anything? He would just be okay with everything that we do.
Yes.
And he's not here as much, so now I have to deal with the other two that want to do everything,
Yeah.
and we have to do everything.
The ones
they
I
wanna
wish
do.
I didn't have. I wish it was just Timmy. I'm just kidding.
Like I don't think my parents will ever say that, but I know.
Yeah,
I,
you
like,
just know. Of course.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
with me, I'm like I don't usually say no, and if I do, it's because I can't physically
Yeah.
do something like, or I have work.
Yeah.
With my brother and sister, my older ones, it's what they want to do. And I know
Yes.
sometimes I'm like, do you guys really want to do this? I'm like, no, we're just doing it because your older siblings want to do it. I'm like,
Aw. But they don't ask your parents what they want to do?
no, they could care less.
Oh, that's sad.
Actually, my parents, I love my parents, but they make last minute plans.
Oh, okay. They're just
So-
spontaneous by nature.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll text me like, hey, by the way,
We're in LA.
yes, can you watch the dogs? I'm like,
Uh.
what? I'm at work. Like, how long are you guys going to be gone? For a week. Can you watch the dogs?
No way.
I'm like, you didn't want to tell me this like a month ago when I could plan around this. Now I have to, you're throwing a wrench in my scheduling. So now I have to wake up earlier. I have to go check on the dogs. Now I have to feed them. I have to go twice a day. Now I have to bring them back in. Like, you're telling me this. And they know with me I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
So
That's why you got to move to like Australia.
I know. Or, I mean, now that their pets are getting older and dying off, it's not as bad. But it's still sad.
They'll be dead soon, so you know. Hopefully by next vacation there won't be any dogs to take care of. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't try to put the energy out there. It's a bad joke.
No, I get it. I mean, it could be worse. I've heard.
It's a comedy podcast.
It's a comedy.
Is it a comedy podcast?
No, it's like a self-aware existential. I guess it is kind of comedy because that whole like.
But it was very self-aware that you
Richardson.
said that. You're like, that was a little too dark.
Well, it's like I'm also a spokesperson for self-awareness and exposure
proved it.
therapy. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should end it here. We're at an hour. I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
It's been an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out and talking. We should definitely do this again. 'Cause I feel like I could still talk to you for like hours more.
100%.
Yeah. But thank you. 3 guys,
you.
1 booth, right? That's what it's called, your podcast?
3 Guys in Booth on YouTube and sometimes Spotify if we have time, and definitely on IG. We have a couple clips that are going viral. On IG, a couple clips going viral. On YouTube, the Spotify's whatever, but I guess my IG handle is Timmy140, TIMMY 140. I think that's it. My next show for comedy is on April 25th. It'll be in somewhere, and then May 2nd in Corona.
Heck yeah.
It's on my page.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, and thanks for watching and listening to Nonverbal at the Function. Peace.